Hey everyone, FurryJW here, streaming some Final Fantasy XIV again. Today, I'm probably gonna make some progress in the main story quest, but first, I'm gonna become a miner. I yearn for the mines. I yearn for it. Okay, now I just need to figure out where the Miners Guild is. Let's find out. There it is. So you want to be a miner? I sure do. I really like the gathering, the gatherer jobs in this game. It's really relaxing. Well met, adventurer. You stand within the Miners Guild, the place where seekers of the realm's mineral wealth gather. With pickaxe and sledgehammer, we miners work rock and earth that they might yield us ores, fossils, precious stones, and more. If you have a mind to join our ranks, you will be pleased to know that we are currently recruiting. Great riches await those with strong backs and keen eyes. Do you wish to join? Hell yeah. A decision you will not regret, and you've just taken your first step towards striking it rich. To look at the lands around ul'dah, one would be forgiving to think the region barren of opportunity, but beneath the surface, the scene could not be more different. There lie veins of copper, silver, and gold beyond measure. For as long as he has dwelt in Fanland, man has availed himself of these vast deposits, giving rise to a thriving mining trade which forms the foundation of our nation's prosperity. Of course, the mining trade is today owes much to an event which took place some century and a half ago, namely the Mad Mithril Rush. Never before had the Sultanate seen such an influx of migrants. Endless throngs came from lands near and far, spurred on by the dream of discovering the motherland. Alas, a harsh reality awaited them. You see, the vast majority of these poor souls were miners in name alone, and they possessed neither the proper equipment nor the training to realize their dreams. To make matters worse, the mining concerns, who in those days held absolute power, did not scruple to exploit them. Presented with a glut of unskilled labor, they proceeded to fill every tunnel to bursting, and atrocious working conditions soon became the norm. Miners were paid a pittance for back-breaking labor and sought not of the riches they unearthed. Pushed to breaking point, the workers banded together to form the Miners Guild, the aim of improving conditions while protecting the integrity of the trade. So they unionized. Fuck yeah. Since then, we have sought to educate folk in correct mining practices, both to prevent accidents and to curb the impact that our trade has upon the environment. I trust you now have a better understanding of what we do. All that is left is to commit your name to our role. When you are ready to do so, please speak with me again. I shall guide you through the enrollment procedure. So, are you ready to join the Miners Guild? Hell yeah. Music to my ears, I, the kind made when one's pickaxe strikes gold. You must introduce yourself to Goldmaster Adalberta right away. Her approval is required if you are to be formally admitted to our ranks. In case you're unaware, Adalberta is perhaps the most accomplished of those miners who still swing a pickaxe. Her understanding of our trade is unsurpassed, and her flair for prospecting uncanny. Her brain, in short, is a veritable gold mine of knowledge, much of it concerning the mining of gold. Haha, jesting apart, you stand to learn a great deal from her. And you're ready, pray present yourself to Adalberta. You will find her down the steps yonder over by the bar. Well met, adventurer. Adalberta is my name, and I'm the master of this guild. I take it you wish to become a miner. Well, our doors are open to all who aren't afraid to work hard and get dirty. Thanks to recent advances in refining techniques, it's now possible to smelt even low purity ores. I mention this because it's allowed us to reopen a number of mines which were long thought exhausted, prompting trade to flourish. Truth be told, with business as it is at the moment, we can't take on enough new miners, and few folks make better miners than adventurers, you being a hardy lot. What's more, you're well traveled, which helps expand the guild's sphere of activity. Oh, but I'm not suggesting you join solely for our benefit. For your part, you'll acquire skills that will prove to your profit. A mutually beneficial arrangement, I trust you'll agree. So what say you? You will join us, yes? Ready to work hard and get dirty? Hell yeah. Then I bid you welcome to the Miners Guild. May your toils never go unrewarded. Now then, here's a pickaxe to get you started. It's not the newest, but it should serve a novice well enough. Go on and take it up, see how it feels in your hands. Speak to me again when you're ready, and I'll assign you a little task to help you get to the swing of things. Oh yeah. Miner unlocked. Gathering log obtained. Oh, you know what? I just realized. Let's see. I don't actually need some of these. Put that in the inventory. That in the inventory. Let's see. We got the level 10, so that one. That one can go in the inventory. Alright. Alberta wants to assign you your first task. You look good with a pickaxe, meow. Hey, Golem. Yeah. Yeah. Like every time it's like you switch over to a class for the first time, you just go naked for a second until you re-equip your gear. Now that you're suitably equipped, your training can commence. A miner learns her craft best in the wilderness with pickaxe in hand. To begin, let's see how you fare with good old copper ore. Bring me, say, 10 chunks. There are deposits of the stuff throughout Fairyland. I doubt you'll have to go very far outside the city. Pickaxe. Yeah. So you got some promising locations outside the Gate of the Sultana and the Gate of Nord, and swing away. The mission may feel awkward at first, but in time it'll become second nature. It is time to mine. But first I gotta get out of the city. Alright, let's see. Yeah, let's try. Oh, her tail? Yes. Meow Mix has a pretty pink tail. And pretty pink ears. And pink eyes. I just did a lot of pink. I'm waiting to unlock the eyes so I can just like make the default outfit pink too. Activate prospect. And let's go looking for some gathering spots. We have found our first gathering spot, just over yonder. Ooh. Let's see. Let's see, copper ore. with the XP bonus I get from this being a preferred world, I am just absolutely going through these levels. You also get a bit of bonus experience every time you mine something for the first time. It's just since, you know, everything's the first time, I'm just getting a lot of experience. And then I can use these abilities to improve my odds at getting items. Nope, I got nothing better to wear. Yes, Gatherer's Boon. It explains when I currently have a 0% chance of getting Gatherer's Boon on anything. Alright, I'm gonna rearrange this just a little bit. Yeah, there we go. I like that layout a bit better. And now we get to the really boring part of the stream where I just kind of sit here and I do this for a while because I find it incredibly relaxing. And also, the more copper ore I have now, the less I'll need to buy later when I eventually work on the crafting classes. Oh, mining your own business, Thanaline 1. Mine 20 times at level 1 to 10 mineral deposits in Thanaline. Farming can indeed be relaxing. It is honestly really, really relaxing, especially with like the, I guess you could call it nature sounds, because this game has pretty good atmosphere. Like, I don't know if you just heard that bird or not. And then the music kind of coming in and out. And sounds of my pickaxe striking the hard, cold rock. Or I guess technically this is probably pretty warm rock because it's kind of an arid environment. It's the middle of the day, so I mean, if nothing else, the rock is indeed hard. And I've unlocked Sneak. It's hard to hear the lower sounds, but I hear the clink clink. Yeah. Nah, hey, Tricky. Also, you know, while I've got multiple people here, let me know if like the sound balancing is good, because I've been experimenting with it since I started streaming. I think I might have struck a good balance finally, because the first time I streamed, I was too quiet. Like, I was too quiet. And then yesterday's stream, like, when I listened back to the VOD, I was like, well, I seem a bit too loud. So I turned the game's volume up a little bit, but I kept my volume the same. Heck yeah. Because it's really hard to try and, like, rework the audio, in, like, editing when I go to, like, render out the VODs, just to, like, you know, cut a bit off the beginning and add the little end card, because all I can really do is just increase or lower the whole volume. I can't really separate the music and my voice. Look at this goofy-ass cactus. Oh, you know what? Actually, this would make a great... Hey, wait, come back. Come back. That's gonna be a great screenshot. Where's the spikes? Huh? Yeah, you know what? He doesn't really have spikes. He looks more like a pickle. Or like a cucumber. What the fuck? Well, I mean, at least this little ladybug is, you know, properly ladybug, but it's not little, it's huge. It's the size of my, like, that's like the size of like a small dog. This fantasy shit is insane. Well, back to mining. That ladybug would be fun. Oh. Tricky has arrived, I assume. Welcome. Friend request. Accept. Yeah, I don't need the novice network. I've played through A Realm Reborn, so I know most of what I need to. Yeah, I mean, I definitely made fair use of a novice network when I started off, like when I started playing the game a few months ago. But I mean, like by the time you finish A Realm Reborn, I feel like recruiting people for dungeons. You know what? That is a good point. But then again, it's like I also know like a handful of people who play this game, so I can probably get people for dungeons. Probably. I mean, and if nothing else, like the story-based dungeons, you can go in with like a set of like NPCs. But yeah, for like the non-story-based dungeons, I will need other people. Alright, let's try to get some muddy water now. Okay, I'm just gonna stick these over here, because I'm just gonna sell these later, because those are all weapons that I don't need. I just got a spell cast on me. Also, I guess now that I'm not taking that screenshot anymore, I can put sneak back on. Oh, those three things floating around me are the little effect that let me know sneak is... that the spell sneak is being used. Basically, enemies up to 4 levels higher than me won't notice me, because all these enemies around here, they've got this little blue symbol, which means they just kind of chill. Like, yeah, like they just kind of chill. Like, they're only gonna attack if I attack them. But then there are red enemies who, depending on what your level is, if you get close enough to them, they go, "Hey, asshole, I'm gonna kick your ass." And then they fight you. So this is mostly to hide from them. Like, it's not like, you know, like I can't just go into, like, a level 50 zone, because they're still gonna notice me. Enemies up to, I guess if I'm level 10, so level 14, won't notice me, which is most of the enemies around here. At least in this section. Huh. Good to know. Different kinds of aggro. I guess that makes sense. Nifty. Yeah, this game has a lot of really cool systems to it. I have heard of Palace of the Dead. I've never gone through it, but I have heard of it, mainly because of a series of videos I was watching, where a guy is, like, trying to play the game fully solo. And he uses that to, pretty sure he uses that for a lot of grinding. Basic thing. I gotta rewatch those videos. They're entertaining. Like, a challenge like that really pushes the game's mechanics to their limits. It's pretty interesting. Honestly, Golem, I'll try to find that and link it to you. I think you'd find it pretty interesting too, even if you don't play this game. Yeah, rat. Alright, I've got a nice even number of ore. And now, to explore further and see what might be further out. Because I don't remember where everything is, but damn it, am I gonna look. I think this is one of the few cases where zooming out the map's actually pretty useful. Oh, yep, there we go. Level 10 mineral deposits. Ah, yeah, see, like these Yarzan feeders. If I were a lower level and not being hidden by sneak, they would try to attack me because of the red icon. And then the ones with the purple icon, those are part of a totally different system. But I'm gonna ignore them. Ooh. Alright, let's see. Let's try to get this. Excellent. think once I mine here for a bit, I think I will go back and turn in that first quest. Just because you can kind of see that I'm sort of reaching the limits of what my current equipment will let me. Because even though I'm the right level, since I have, like, no actual gathering equipment, my rates of actually collecting these items are pretty low. Alright, yeah, let's just use return now. Alright, and then we will go back to the Miners Guild. It's 10 chunks of copper ore I want. Here's 10 chunks. Let's see here, 10 chunks, just as I ordered. Well done, meow. Tell me, is being a miner not like you imagined? Harder than expected, is it? Heh, all new recruits say as much. Man, she has such a cool outfit. Look at that shit. Takes a combination of knowledge, experience, and instinct to know where to dig, yet it's ultimately back-breaking labor that yields you your prize. Make no mistake, meow, mining is grueling work, and you'll be dog-tired most of your waking hours. But tell me, did you not feel invigorated each time your pickaxe struck home? Did you not experience a thrill of triumph when the earth finally yielded up your prize? That is what we miners live for. You may be ripe to collapse, your face caked in weak old dirt, but the promise of discovery drives you on, and the instant you find that which you have long sought, in that sparkling instant, you feel like a god among men. You've made a fine start. I would see you maintain your efforts. Practice swinging your pickaxe till your arms have learned the motion, then return here. I'll have another little task for you. Neat. Right. There we go. I can equip that. And now that my gathering stat has gone up, I should have a much easier time gathering items. No surprise there. Alright. Hello there, meow. 'Tis good to see you again. Judging by the blisters in your hands, it's plain you've been hard at it with your pickaxe. Good, you're ready for the next stage of your training. Eorzea is a vast realm filled with diverse environments, and our mineral wealth varies from region to region. Even within Thanalan, there's a marked difference between East and West. If you want to be a successful miner, it's essential that you know where to look for what. And for that, you have to become intimate with Eorzea. How else can you expect to reveal her innermost secrets to you? Getting to know her every square mile is no undertaking, of course, but the alms soon add up. As I'm sure you'll find with my next task, I'd like you to seek out 10 bone chips for me. Just so you don't go about it completely blind, here's a hint. You'll find these just beyond the gate of Nald. Off you go now, and happy digging. Huh. Would digging equipment be sacrilege? I mean, I don't know. I wonder if there's any lore about that. And then, before I actually go out there, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy, like, 1 or 2 pieces of gathering equipment. Let's see. Ah, there we go, Sapphire Avenue Exchange. And now I have to remember Merchant. Okay, it's one of these stalls. One of these stalls will sell me clothing. Merchant. Fieldcraft merchant. These are tools, but I'll get those from the quests. Arms vendor, arms merchant. Nope. Okay, maybe it actually was over here. I might be dumb. Alright, battlecraft armor. Ah, there we go. Cycle the hand to land here. Oh wow, this is the first time I've actually used the shop. It's kind of funny. Alright, now I'll get one of these. And let's get these. And that'll be enough for the moment. And we'll just update that. And now we're off to the Gate of Nod. Alright, bone chips should be just over here. Okay, let's see. Wind shard, lightning shard. Okay, maybe this isn't the... I'm pretty sure she said the Gate of Nod, but maybe it's not right by it. Maybe it's like a little bit off to the... I think it's a little bit off. Oh, yeah, just across the water there's some more gathering nodes. Those are probably the ones I'm looking for. Nope, there's someone riding a chocobo. I cannot wait to get my mounts back. I have the fat chocobo mount. It's being kept from me because I don't have access to mounts yet. It's like I could go grab the item and use it and like put the button to summon the fat chocobo on my hotbar here, but until I properly unlock mounts through story progression, I can't use it. And that makes me sad. Okay, these ones don't seem to have bone chips either. But I mean, you can really see what I was talking about by upping my my gathering stat. Now I'm actually able to get all of these with basically like really good consistency. try... Maybe let's see if anything down here... Down in... Oh. Oh, right, my cursor isn't captured with software. Let me see if, like, maybe closer to the south of the Spineless Basin might have what I'm seeking. Because that set didn't have any bone chips, and the one directly north didn't have any bone chips. But I was told it'd be by the Gate of Nuld, so I'm guessing if I head down this direction, I might find some bone chips. At least I'm hoping. It would be really sad if I had to look up where to find bone chips. Granted, I could always cheat and just, like, buy some bone chips from one of the, Oh, wait, I think I see a note. If I just went and bought some, bone chips from one of the shops, for one of the, crafting jobs that use bone chips as a material, but I'm not gonna cheat like that. Okay, here we go. Let's see, bone chips, maybe? Bone chips. Bone chips. A broken piece of bone from some manor beast. That's quite a jump. Yeah, I am a cat lady. I do be cat woman. Meow meow. And then I can also enable quick gathering, where I basically just select one item and it's like, okay, well, we'll just keep doing that automatically for you instead of having to select the item. Or select the item each time. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you are totally right. I do get a slightly higher XP bonus from it being a chain. Hell yeah. Look at the size of this hornet. That is indeed a huge hornet. All the monsters in this world are like the size of a small dog. It would kill. Oh, I did it. I won the staring contest. I won. I beat the hornet. Take that, you knockoff bee. I'm honestly just gonna keep mining these until I can use the return spell again. And then we'll go in and turn the quest in. No point spending some extra gold to return a bit faster when I can just wait. Alright, looks like the turn's ready to go. Let's head back. And to the Miners Guild. Jump. Here are your bone chips. Ah, yes, precisely 10 bone chips. You've done well, Meow. No doubt you had trouble tracking these down at first, but each chip you found added to your understanding. For your efforts, you've come to know where best to search for bone chips. So it goes for everything else we mine. Now, in addition to learning where to find materials, you should also make a point of knowing who needs them. For instance, armorers and blacksmiths are our best customers when it comes to ores, while goldsmiths would struggle to ply their trade if we didn't supply them with gold and gemstones. Oh, I mustn't forget the alchemists. Those fellows can never have too much rock salt instead of bark, and we often rub shoulders with them. In short, know whence it comes and whither it goes. To be sure, you still have much and more to learn, and there's no substitute for hard work. Now, don't look so glum. Just be thankful you don't have to bleeding memorize all that information. You have a gathering log for such stuff. Make good use of it, and you can't go wrong. That's all for now. Keep up your efforts and visit me again when you've spent more time in the wilds with pickaxe in hand. I'll have another task for you when you've perfected your swing. Okay, then... Maybe I did not buy pants, so... There we go. Upgrade our outfit once again. And accept another quest. Ah, there she is, the rising star of the Miners Guild. No, don't be like that. I'm only teasing. Which is not to say that it isn't true. Fact is, you've been working tirelessly, and you've improved more quickly than I could have hoped. Indeed, I think you're ready to handle a task in the name of the guild. As you probably know, we receive orders from various parties, but most come from Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern. The concern actually owns this all, but they've kindly given us the loan of it. In return, they get first pick at guild talent to work their mines. On occasion, they send requests for us to procure less widely used minerals, commodities required in quantities too small to warrant anything beyond an ad hoc arrangement. One such request happens to have arrived just now, and I want you to take care of it, Meow. This time, the concern needs 10 pieces of obsidian, and I'd like you to procure them. You'll have best luck searching around the hammers in Western Downland. Ah. Okay, so this is a material we already have a little bit of, because I already found where to get that one. Hell yeah, let's go get some more. Some obsidian. If this were Minecraft, we could make another portal. But it's not Minecraft. Okay, let's see. Logs, gathering log, obsidian, Emily. And now we begin the long walk. I cannot wait to get access to the mounts. I just said that a few minutes ago, but like, that's the hardest thing about starting this game over. Is like, you get used to having a mount, and being able to like, just run around a bit faster, and eventually fly, which is extra cool. And then it's just like, you don't have a mount for a while, and it's like, damn. It's just like, how did I ever live like this? But I know how I lived like this, because I didn't know anything better. Nope. Sneak. Something kind of funny is I can technically fight as one of these classes because this tool does have an auto attack stat. Like, technically, I could start swinging my pickaxe trying to kill some of these enemies. It just wouldn't be very effective because I don't have any actual, I don't have any battle skills, so it wouldn't work. I'd basically just sit there getting my ass kicked by auto attack. Their sprites look like floating poops. Well, I guess you, I guess you're not wrong. Hmm. And now that I actually have some good stats, I'm actually going to just spend a while gathering materials over here, like I did in that first spot. Honestly, something I really like about the way this game is designed that won't become, like, super obvious until I actually start using some of the crafting jobs is that, like, every material that you need to, like, make anything in this game, like, to craft anything in this game, it can be gathered. Well, for the most part. There's some materials for, like, really special items that you have to get from, like, enemy... Well, like, some special... Mostly, like, furniture, some special pieces of furniture require items that are dropped in dungeons. But other than that, basically, like, every material is either, like, gathered in the wild, dropped from an enemy, or just a material that's processed by a crafting class. Like all these ores can be turned into ingots, and, like, those ingots can be turned into plates and, like, other metal pieces. It's a really cool system. I like it a lot. well, I guess I'm just sitting here mining. What are everyone's plans for New Year's? I'm gonna have a few friends over to, celebrate. We're gonna have some nice sodas. I'm gonna make some shrimp with some good old bay seasoning, like I do every year. We're gonna play some games. And then I'm gonna be like, minding my own business. No, you guys are gonna be boring. Maybe you should throw a little New Year's party for your chickens you have to make up for the fact that their house got wrecked. Just put up some lights on their enclosure. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Honestly, I do need to actually go to the store, like, probably sometime this weekend to go get the stuff for my party, because despite the fact that I plan to make shrimp, I don't currently have shrimp, so I need to go and acquire shrimp. We definitely have enough Old Bay, though. We have a big container of Old Bay, but I need to go obtain the shrimp. And also maybe see about getting a can of beer. Because what my family likes to do is so like you steam the shrimp obviously, but we like to steam it in like a 1-to-1, or I guess like 50-50 mix of like water and beer. Like I don't really know how to describe the way it changes the flavor of the shrimp, but like it gives them a bit of a different flavor since they're not just being steamed in our very mineral heavy water. I don't really know how to describe how it's like maybe they're a bit less sweet, but not in like a bad way, maybe would it be how I would describe it. Because I remember one year I just did water and I was like, they taste a bit sweeter. Of course we don't just have beer lying around because my mom doesn't drink, my sister's too young to drink, and I don't like the taste of alcohol. Like right after I turned 21 I tried some wine and I was like, oh, this tastes bad. It was like it was supposed to be like a very like sweet white wine, I guess, or like kind of like a fruity flavor. And I was like, it's got this bitter taste to it. And then I tried like another drink that was like this like blue raspberry thing, and I was like, no, this tastes bitter too. And I think I assume that's just the taste of alcohol. It's just that bitter undertaste it has to it. And that's why I just stick with Mountain Dew. Hashtag not sponsored. I don't know, maybe one day I can be like a big streamer and be like, yeah, sponsored by Mountain Dew. Do it. Maybe. That'd be really funny. Well, I mean, all I can... Okay, so I know you... Well, actually, now that I think about it, I told you about that one mount, and then I had you write that story. But I mean, there literally was a mount that you got by drinking Mountain Dew, like just a few months ago. Because Mountain Dew's got this. This bottle's from a 6-pack, so it doesn't have it. But on like the singular bottles of Mountain Dew, there are like codes on the caps that you can enter the code onto their site and get like some points, and you can redeem those for some items. I don't do it anymore because like the Final Fantasy XIV items are no longer available, so I there's no games, like there's no items on there for games that I actually play. But yeah, they had this like they had this like flying dragon mountain. It was called like Mountain Zoo or something. And I have it on my main character, which is on a different data server than this one. But I do have it on like the first character I made because I was like, hell yeah, I love Mountain Dew. And they announced that like right after I decided to pick this game up for the first time, like right at the end of May of like this year. They were like, yeah, Mountain Dew crossover, and I had a few hours of gameplay, and I was like, well, I guess that's just the universe telling me to keep playing the game. Because it's like, I was like, I first started playing this, I was like, oh yeah, this is pretty cool. Like, this is a pretty fun game. And then Mountain Dew was like, yeah, you can get items. And I was like, well, fuck. I'm in. Level 17. Yeah, okay, I guess I'll return now, since that spell's good to go. And we can turn that quest in. Oh, those two are in the same group. Let's see, minor skill. I really like this city's night theme. It's very relaxing. Here's your obsidian. Oh, this is some fine obsidian. The concerned will be well pleased. In case you're wondering, the spoils of your labor are bound for the Colosseum. I'm told there's to be an exhibition featuring ancient arms. One of these is the miqo'te? I don't know. A wooden sword of shards of obsidian embedded in its blade. Before a man learned to work metal, he used various kinds of stones to craft blades for his weapons. Obsidian was among the most coveted thanks to the razor-sharp edge it could achieve. Yeah, obsidian is a really cool mineral. These days, of course, blades are commonly forged of steel, and obsidian has fallen out of favor, but there's still folk out there willing to pay good coin for it, nevertheless. As an ambitious young miner, you do well to pay attention to such customers. Make the effort to stay abreast of demand, and your efforts will be more richly rewarded. You continue to impress with your progress, Meow. It's past time you learned how to use a sledgehammer. It's a secondary tool we use in conjunction with the pickaxe. Thus equipped, you'll be able to break outcrops of bedrock and get to the precious minerals within. Well, what are you waiting for? Go and find a rocky outcrop and give that sledgehammer of yours a swing. Obsidian is hard, brittle, and amorphous, and therefore fractures of sharp edges. In the past, it was used to manufacture cutting and piercing tools, and it has been used experimentally as surgical scalpel blades. Hell yeah. And accept another quest. Meow, I've been searching high and low for you. You have a visitor, and no ordinary one at that. I speak of Deep Canyon, vice foreman of Amashina and Sons Mineral Concern. It seems word of your sizable haul of obsidian has reached his ears, and now he wishes to meet with you. I can only speculate as to his intentions, I'm afraid. We haven't spoken much of late. Truth be told, I've scarcely seen him. You'd never know it, but we used to be close. Anyway, I suggest you go and see the man. Find out what he wants of you. He's waiting by the entrance. Aw, yeah, let's see what this dude wants. You must be Meow Mix. I've been waiting for you. I'm Deep Canyon, Vice Foreman of the Concern. I must say, you're not what I... You're not what I was... You're not what I was expecting. I was sure Alberta's newest protege would be an Alamigan like every other miner this place produces these days. But I'll wager you're from even farther afield, and that you're an adventurer. Oof. You must be Fancy Feast. I've been waiting for you. No offense, but in these parts, adventurers are known for being fickle buggers who break pledges like the rest of us break bread. Truth be told, I've always wondered whether you lot are actually good for ul'dah. And it seems you're not like the others. It takes more than a job in miner to deliver an order from the concern. I have a mind to assign you work, real work, but before you do, I'm obliged to test you. I want you to procure 10 ounces of cinnabar for me. Do this, and we'll talk about more lucrative undertakings. Of course, a bit of cinnabar shouldn't pose much trouble for the guild's rising star. It is but a formality. And speaking of formalities, be sure to tell the guildmaster about your little test. She's the one in charge around here, after all. I won't have it said that I'm undermining her authority. A test from Deep Canyon, you say? About as much. In case you don't know, cinnabar is a material used to make quicksilver. It's found in certain types of rock, and you invariably need a sledgehammer to get at it. Now, I don't mean to dampen your spirits, but contrary to what you were told, cinnabar isn't easy to find. In fact, it's known to elude even experienced miners, and here you are tasked with procuring 10 ounces of the stuff. Safe to say, this test is no mere formality. I may not be able to help you dig, but I can point you in the right direction. Search just outside the Sunrise Gate. The rocky outcrops thereabouts are known to yield cinnabar. 10 ounces may sound like nothing, but take it from me, you'll have to work for every one. This is a big task, Meow, but I believe you're equal to it. Alright, she said the... Sun... something or other gate. Should be easy enough to figure out which one that is. Sunrise or Sunset Gate, but I'm pretty sure there's only one gate beside its name. Oh shit. None of those are actually... Sunset Gate. Okay, let's see. So if I go to the big one here, I believe... yeah, yep, okay. Yep, I have indeed tuned to the ETH right there, so I can just go right there instead of having to walk the whole way. And just turn sneak on again. And now for some rocky outcrops. And then it looks like there's a set of regular mineral deposits over there. So I think once I once I get done gathering over here, I'll gather over there. Oh, that's honestly so funny. You must be a fancy beast. Was that a knockoff coyote? I mean... Maybe. Maybe. I mean, I would hope coyotes don't look like that. Creepy. You know what? I agree that it's creepy, so I'm gonna fight it. I'll just swap to Pugilist. Bring it on! Working together to whoever the heck this guy is. Guy or gal. Or non-binary pal. Oh, looks like that's a fellow cat. I just got a really hard raid, but it only took 3 pools to clear, so I'm not too upset. Oh man, Stormblood battle content's ready to stop messing around, to be honest. One day I'll reach Stormblood. I honestly forget, like, in, like, number order which expansion that is. I know first one's Realm Reborn, then there's Heaven's Sword, and then I forget the order after that, other than the fact that I know the last 2 were Endwalker and Dawn's Rail. Reborn, Heaven's Sword, Stormblood, Shadowbringers, and Walker Dawntrail. Okay, so like I only actually forgot one of them. looks like I've got enough cinnabar to complete this quest. But I'm just gonna keep gathering because it's fun. Nice ASMR, also known as clanging. ASMR, I'm beating you over the head with a large metal rod. Ah, yeah, level 20 miner. ASMR, you didn't have my money. Screeching metal to fall asleep to. Pretty much. White noise to fall asleep to, but it's just the ear-shattering sounds of the metal foundry that they put right next to your house. Oh, I wonder if that person's also gathering. At the very least, they've got sneak on, which you can tell by the 3 dots. Which just made me realize I did not have sneak on. ASMR, screeching metal and the occasional deserty sounding song. Tricky's gonna rant for a moment. Yeah, alright. Why the hell did they call it larboard and starboard instead of port and starboard? It'd be so much easier if they called it port and starboard. Like, oh my god, what the hell does larboard even mean? I mean, is larboard like to the left, at least? Like, is it L for left? I mean, maybe that's why they could've... But then they should have made it larboard and start, and larboard and larboard. But then they would both sound stupid. Yeah, you've got a good point, that's weird. What the hell does larboard even mean? Yeah, larboard is left boss relative, and starboard is right boss relative. Yeah, so it's you know, it's like larboard is like left starboard. Yeah, that is really dumb. That's hilarious. Oh yeah, and see here are some spots if your certain stat, usually gathering or perception, is over a certain amount. You get a bonus to your collection. Like in this case, since my perception is over, or greater to or equal than 62, my chance of getting Gatherer's Boon goes up. Larboard is an old term for port. That's hilarious. Do you think some guy said, alright, time to make larboard, and then they accidentally crashed the ship into the dock? So they made it that just to make the mechanic harder. Well, I mean, it's not that much harder, because, I mean, it's just larboard means left, starboard means right. Though I guess the words looking so similar could be hard to read if you're in the middle of a boss fight, as opposed to port and starboard, which are very different looking words. Maybe it was just some weird translation work with, like, the way they try and have the, a lot of the characters speak kind of Old Englishy. They were like, yeah, here's an old word, let's fucking use it. And then, yeah, looks like return is good to go again. So we'll head back to the guild, turn in that quest. Ah, Golem's headed out. Or Golem's headed out. Thanks for sticking around, man. It was cool to chat with you. And like I said, I'll once the stream's over in a bit, I'll link you those videos I was talking about where the guy tries to play the game totally solo. They're really interesting, like genuinely, like the really interesting exploration of the mechanics. But yeah, have a great night. Alright, Deep Canyon. I want 10, yeah, 10 ounces of silver. Here we go. Well, well, the full amount. Congratulations, Mia, you've passed the test. Seems you've got even more potential than I've been led to believe. This guild's no place for a last year talent. I'd make you my personal assistant, but sadly for you, the position's not open to adventurers. Why? Because the concern only employs people whose roots are firmly planted in ul'dah. Our nation owes much of its prosperity to the mining trade, but more and more we see outsiders growing fat off the knowledge of our forebears. Oh, I know full well that there are decent foreigners out there who give as much as they get, yourself for one, but ultimately what belongs in ul'dah should stay in ul'dah hands. Of course, the current guild master doesn't share our way of thinking, which is something I dare say we'll need to see about correcting before long. Might be his business is good, but it's better to be short-handed than to watch outsiders make off with our wealth. But we were talking about you, Meow. You've proven yourself capable, and the concern will have more work for you in the coming days. Depend on it. Before I go, here's some free advice from me. Pay more attention to your gear. What you wear and wield affects how well you work. Even a decent pair of gloves can make a world of difference. Take my word for it. These things cost money, 'tis true, but what's the price of a pair of gloves compared to the untold wealth that lies out there waiting to be dug up? Bugger all, that's what. And on that note, I'll be off. I don't doubt we'll meet again soon, assuming he's sick of the trade long enough, that is. And that just explains gear. Yeah, I think I'll take that. Alright, get your equipment yet again. And you know what? Yeah, let's do this next quest. I think I know which one this is going to be, and this one's going to be correct. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, I hear you passed the Vice Foreman's test. Well done. I never doubted that you'd manage it, but I'm proud of you all the same. Tell me, did Deep Canyon have any words of advice for you by chance? I see. In case you're wondering, the Vice Foreman used to be a miner himself, but more than that, he used to be my mentor. My father was a miner too, but he died in a cave-in when I was but a child. The guild's been as a home to me since, and its members my family. I grew up here watching girls sing and dance on that very stage. I haven't joined them for a while. It seemed the best way to please my adopted family. I didn't want to become a miner back then, you see. After what happened to my father, I could scarcely face the thought of spending a moment underground, never mind a lifetime. Not that the stage suited me much better. Which left what exactly? Having been surrounded by miners for as long as I could remember, I began to wonder if I truly belong among them. I had considered leaving. It was then that one of the guild's brightest and best took me by the hand and showed me the joys of mining. I speak, of course, of Deep Canyon. He taught me everything he knew, which was a great deal, and the more I learned of mining, the closer I felt to my father. I owe a lot to Deep Canyon, despite how things turned out. But I'm rambling. I meant only to tell you that the man knows what he's talking about, when it comes to mining at least. Now it's high time I taught you something. You are here, after all. It concerns the Vice Foreman's advice to you. He speaks true. A miner who neglects his gear can't hope to work to his full potential. In the past, if you wanted to improve your gear, you had a little choice but to replace it. But these days, we have materia. By your... Man, I need a drink. This drink at my throat. By your confused expression, I take it you're not familiar with the stuff. Well, then I reckon a lesson is in order. Simply put, materia is a kind of crystal that enhances the properties of equipment it's attached to. The attachment process is fairly simple, but that wasn't always the case. Time was you needed substances called catalysts. And digging the stuff up once formed a healthy part of a miner's workday. Now, even though no one needs catalysts anymore, there's still educational merit in the gathering. To that end, I want you to try your hand at mining a variety of it, namely grade 1 carbonized matter. 15 fragments ought to do it. You'll have the best luck searching around the Den Nivelle checkpoint over in Middle Lenoska. Oh, and you'll most definitely need your sledgehammer. Middle Lenoska. I can't go there yet. I can't go there for a while, actually. Okay, well. That looks like... I'm just gonna hide that one for now. That looks like... That looks like the end of today's mining session. Because I can't go there to do that quest. So in that case... you know what, I think... I mean, I've been going for almost 90 minutes again. I think I'll call it quits in just a moment here, but I think I will go run to the shops and sell a few items. Namely those couple weapons I had that are totally outclassed by what I have now. Oh, okay, that guy doesn't actually. Oh, you can buy food items. Didn't realize that. Let's see. Sell those for mere pittance. Then, you know what? Might as well. Let's see, current stock. Hey, you know what? Screw it. I'll buy some marmot steaks. This will be useful for the next stream when I'm killing a bunch of enemies again. Let's see. Yeah. Alright. And with that, guess I'll log in. This was a real fun stream, you know, just chatting, hitting rocks, hitting more rocks. I might stream again tomorrow night. I've been basically just trying to, like, only play this game when streaming, just so I can stream more often, because I really need to get back into that habit, because honestly it is fun, and, you know, I'd like to eventually, you know, like, make a little bit of money maybe off of subs, but for now I'm just kind of doing it for fun, and sort of see how it goes. Yeah, but in that case, thank you to everyone who's stuck around. I know Golem said he was heading out. Not sure if Tricky's still there, but it was nice chatting with you as well, and friending you on your main. I know you're eventually going to start streaming your own character on this world at the start of the upcoming year. Oh, right, I forgot it plays a movie if I wait long enough on the screen. I don't know how to... I don't want to watch this. I don't know how to... Oh, yeah. I'm just gonna hit all the buttons on my keyboard. Okay, well, I don't... Oh, duh, I hit escape. That's how... And speaking of escape, yeah, that's the end of the stream. Thank you all for sticking around, and hopefully I'll see you here next time. Bye-bye.